Hello, Flosstube. We're the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch.
I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Chelsea.
And this is Ronnie.
And Cash is playing.
And we're here to talk to you about our stitching this week. And guess what? We have 15,000 subscribers.
I don't remember what day we made it. What day?
A long time ago.
No, it was the day we posted the garden tours. We got 15,000 subscribers. It was really exciting. So thank you.
So now we're working towards 20.
Yeah. So today, stay tuned. End of the video, you know, we make you wait. We have 15 giveaways. This one
actually 16, I think.
Yeah. Oh, 16. A bonus candle.
One to grow on
the cake. So we are super excited, and we couldn't have done any of this without you, and we're grateful. We are so grateful. We love spending every Saturday morning with you, and we love that you guys look forward to it. That's the things that you say to us, and we love reading comments like that. So thank you.
So keep subscribing and tell your friends and share us so that we get to 20.
All right, so questions. We have questions from both the garden tours and last week's video. So Jane wanted to know, have you ever stitched a whole design more than once? We've talked about stitching small pieces from a design. Have you ever stitched a whole design?
I don't think so.
I know many people have, though, because they give the first one as a gift or they give the second one as a gift.
Actually, I did the whole series of what was the first series that Kathy did with the chalkboard? Remember, I stitched it for Aunt Doreen, and then I stitched it for myself, too.
Yep.
A year in chalk.
We did.
But they're small.
A year in chalk. So those ornaments she did twice because the first one
they're not ornaments. They're...
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, one a month.
Yeah.
Yes. So I did the whole series for my sister-in-law for a gift.
Raquel, would you consider doing an ornament tour during Halloween and Christmas?
What do you mean?
Ornaments.
More
just an
of the
ornament
tree?
tour.
Well, we could probably do that.
Yeah, that sounds like
I don't
fun
have
idea.
that many Halloween ornaments. I have a lot of Halloween stitching, but I don't have that many Halloween ornaments. Hopefully I'll remedy that one day.
Yeah, because she's working on getting that tree. She has a tree in her foyer that she has started to do, but she just hasn't gotten on it. Lori, when a pattern calls for white, what's your go-to color?
Bamboo.
Bamboo.
Chalk, if it's a chalkboard one.
Bamboo's been out of stock at Fat Quarter. We've been trying to order, but it's been out of stock.
No, they have it back in.
Yeah.
But now they're out of black coffee.
But bamboo, the coverage is good. It's a brighter white. I've been using Antique Lace, Toasted Marshmallow. And
then in DMC, I go to 3865 more than I go to white, or B5200 is just not on my radar.
It's glaring. Neela, she read an article that Japanese beetles are attracted to zonal geraniums and they feast on it and become paralyzed and then become bird food. So we could try that. Well, yeah, birds eat.
I only have one geranium. I don't have that good of luck with geraniums. It seems like every time it rains, they get all brown and mushy on the top, and then you don't have flowers for a while. So I just don't do them so much anymore. I did buy that planter on the front porch with geraniums, but
if they are gonna,
I don't have any Japanese beetles in the front yard. They're
last
in the
week
backyard.
I went out there and I was just looking around and I saw one on her sunburgia out there, and I was like, ah!
She probably brought it
she
from home and put it on my plant.
She doesn't have them like I had them. And somebody said, oh, I had one in my hair. I had one in my hair the other day and I about died. And do you seal the rusty bells before using them on a finished piece?
No, but they usually are nowhere near the stitching.
Yeah.
So,
like, not resting on them. Colleen, I knew as soon as Mom said that we have AOL email addresses, she's like, wait, AOL still exists? I've had that email address since I was in the 3rd grade. That was like my big thing. Like,
yeah, why would you get a new one?
Because it's just out of date, and how many problems we have with getting email sometimes. Like, your phone is always kicking AOL off. Yes, it still exists, and it's sometimes
but
I am
Gmail
embarrassed
apparently sucks too.
Hey, don't say that word. We are a G-rated. Karen, how do you attach a piece of knitted sweater to the finishing? Does it cover the entire back piece? How do you keep it from raveling?
So I cut it bigger than the front of the sticky board, and then I wrap it around the same way I would do like a stitched thing, and I hot glue it, which isn't going to let anything ravel. And then I usually take a piece of felt and put it over the top, or I put another piece of sweater that's glued around the edges, which with the hot glue, it's not going anywhere, it's not raveling.
Okay. Kathy?
It's a little bit hard to get around the corners, and the corners are not perfect, but it's cute.
Yeah. And it's repurposing, it's using something that's thrifted,
Makes
so
it different.
It's cost effective. Kathy, what are Annabelles and where do I get them? Incrediballs too. They're a type of hydrangea, proven winners.
Yes, look for proven winners because I know that you can have good success with those. If you try to go cheap on the hydrangeas, it's not a good thing.
They might not bloom.
I know.
They might not flop over. They might flop over. Like there's lots of
and they won't get as big and
voluptuous. Denise, I love your long hair. How do you keep it shiny?
That's you.
Oh, just kidding. I use like store brand shampoo and conditioner. This is just my natural hair. I don't do anything with it. Like I blow dried just the top today and that's it. I'm very blessed in that, but I need to cut it. I mean, it's down to like my ankles. I need to cut it. Olga, how and when did you start collaborating with Kathy?
What did we say? 4 years? It's been 4 years, I think.
We're not good with timelines.
Anyway, the story goes that Chelsea and I were going to the thrift store and we were in the car and I said, I wish I could find somebody that would turn my chalkboards into cross stitch. And either the next day or the day after that, I got a Facebook message from Kathy saying she would like to do that for...
So she had already done the Year in Chalk, and you had stitched that up and put it on your blog, but
I don't know if I was done stitching them all.
Sure, but you were in the process. And...
Yes. But she said that every time she would search for chalkboards on Pinterest that my blog would come up, and that's how she found me. And then she friend requested me like a week before that, and I thought it was just because I was stitching her things. But then she asked me. And I went like screaming through the house and crying.
That was right after you drew my
mason
jar that's in my house. I have a very large mason jar chalkboard that is in my entryway right when you walk in the front door. Yeah, that was the first
mason jar I ever did.
Yep. And it's amazing. In a thrifted frame and all that good stuff.
But anyway, she had made a deal with Just Cross Stitch magazine, and that's where the first series got
started.
Yeah.
Kathy, do you deadhead your flowers? Yeah.
The Supertunias do not have to be deadheaded.
Proven winners, Supertunia, Bubblegum, Bordeaux, all of those, the Vistas that you don't, Limoncello, you don't have to deadhead them, which is fan-frickin-tastic.
That's why there's
so many.
G-rated.
Oh, sorry.
That's why there's so many of them in my yard, because the ones that you have to deadhead, I'm like,
The feeling of deadheading those petunias, that like nasty, it drives me nuts. But
we have a lot of them too that we still have to deadhead, and we have to deadhead like the verbenas and
yeah. So in a future question they're going to ask, so I'm just going to answer it now. In her pots and her like big galvanized buckets, if you didn't see the Supertunias, then it's the buckets that we got from Home Depot. They always do a sale where they put these huge hanging baskets on sale for $5.
No, they're not huge. They're small. Two for $10.
Sorry, smaller baskets, 2 for $10, and we just plant them in the bucket, and then they can grow large.
And sometimes I don't plant them in a bucket. Sometimes I drop them in a bucket.
Just sit them in the bucket. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Candace, how much time do you spend weeding?
Not enough, because I got a lot of weeds. Yeah. With this year, with all the rain, oh my God, the weeds.
We've just kind of said, eh.
But usually I go out in the morning. I have my little stitching time. I do my house chores, and then like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, I try to go outside, and I work probably until 10 or maybe even noon if I have to like mow the lawn and stuff.
Barbara!
But last week before the yard tour, I had a whole like 30-gallon garbage can full of weeds.
Yeah. Peggy, do the buckets and chairs get stored for winter?
The chairs do, yeah. And I probably should store the buckets. I do some of them, but some of them I just leave.
Yeah, so mine go in my garage, or I have a big corner of the yard where it's covered that they can go in. All right, Linda, do you fertilize?
Absolutely.
Weekly? Weekly. For my vegetable
water
garden,
soluble fertilizer.
Like a bloom booster.
I use Miracle Grow. She doesn't.
I don't. I try to do organic. So I've been following a lot of gardening things. I'm trying to do more organic things. I use fish fertilizer in my garden, and I just bought an organic bloom booster for my flowers because they're kind of looking sad, impish. All right. Barbara, how do you keep the plants in the galvanized containers from scorching?
I don't know. We don't. I water.
Yeah. A deep watering. deep watering. And mine, so I have 2 herb tubs right in the middle of my garden. They're plain sun all day long. They're not showing any signs of being scorched. They're doing really well. Crafting with Lisa Marie, do you start the flowers that are in the pots? I only started vegetables this year. I tried starting snapdragons and things like that. It didn't go very well. So next year I'm going to try starting more flowers. But I really like the Proven Winners Super Petunias. Like, that's what I want my whole garden to, because they get ginormous. And then, like, if you saw some of her things, that was one plant that gets huge. In my big window well things that I showed, that was only 2 Super Petunias, and it's filling the whole thing. So, huge.
You get what you pay for.
Yep, right. Vic, the Super Petunia, where do you buy them, and do you fertilize? Do
you
have
can
to
get them at Home Depot, even Walmart.
Walmart started selling them. It was later in the season that I found them, but
right.
They do have them.
Right now they're marked down to $1.50, but they look really scrubby, so you'd have to cut them back.
You can also go on Proven Winners website, and they have a locator for, like, if you want to support smaller nurseries, you can see from there. Yep. We got some at Wayne's Gardens up in Racine by us. Milligers, all over.
What's that other place? Horvath's?
Yeah. All right. Heather, what was the name of your favorite zinnias? It was the pink ones with the white border, and those are called Summer Pinwheel, and those were a Renee's Garden seed that I got.
Okay, but those are called different things in different places, because I plant those too, but I think mine got eaten by the rabbits this year. All my fancy ones that I planted.
Where do you get your fancy ones?
Usually Park Seed or Swallowtail Gardens.
Okay, so you can look on there too. But for a fact, I know that mine that I planted were Summer Pinwheel. Again, they're different names at different places. So that's
but
just those.
They look the same.
Right. That's just the seeds that I got. Melissa, what are your favorite tomato plants? So this is the first year that I started growing my own tomatoes. Majority of them are heirloom. I will let you know at the end of the season what our favorites are.
My favorite is one that we had last year that was almost a whitish yellow, and they were
Cherry
the sweetest things ever, and we couldn't find them this year, and we don't know what they're called.
I grew one for you that's called white cherry, so you have one out there that's a white cherry. We'll see if that's it. We don't know.
They get like a really pale buttery yellow.
Yep.
And then that's when they're ripe, and they're so good.
Okay, I lost my... Okay. Melissa Shelley, do you use drip irrigation or rely on the rains?
No, we'll rely on rain and a hose.
My husband talked about putting in drip stuff to my raised beds. I like that time to be out there and I can inspect everything and like actually do my job that I'm supposed to do out there. I feel like I would get lazy if it was automatic.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it at all.
No. Stitching at Lilybug Lane, do you stake your Russian sage plants? Hers always flop over.
No, my ones out in full sun do not flop over. The ones that get any kind of shade flop. So
maybe that's the secret. Kim, is there a certain distance you have your beds apart for a good size arch? My square beds up in the front are almost 4 feet apart. We did cut off some of the cattle panel. I think we took like 2 rows off of each end to make it that high. But I wanted it so I can walk under it. But like my husband and I had an argument about, he didn't want it, like the neighbors, like what are they doing over there? Again, plant prison. So it's just so we can walk under it and then I can still reach it for harvesting. Yours are, I think, 4 feet apart as well. But yours went straight in the ground. Mine were raised up. Yeah. Elaine, what do you do to care for your hydrangeas?
Lots of things. But in the spring, I cut them back. I don't cut them back in the winter, so they look really not so good all winter long. I do use fertilizer, just the kind that you sprinkle around. What is that, slow release fertilizer? I used to use compost around all of them every spring, but then last year when we got the new fence, the compost pile went, so I don't have compost anymore.
She's upset about that.
I'm not upset. I'm fine. But I think that's it. And you pick them.
And yeah, she cuts them off to dry inside. She also has a fence for these Annabelles up at the front.
Yeah, they got demolished this week.
Yeah, so she was excited that we did the garden tour because we had massive rains that came through right after that.
Then only my front ones got, my other ones out there are bent over a little bit, but these got,
It's because they're right almost at the roof line where the roof drops down, and if the gutters are full because of how heavy the rains are, it drops right over. Bridget, she's like, being a girl, how do you handle the bugs, the insects?
I hate the bugs.
I'm not very good at it. Sometimes I get
And
my
if I
husband
saw a
to do
snake,
it.
I'd probably pee my pants out there. So,
So this is the first year I've seen 2 snakes. One of them I stepped on barefoot and literally peed my pants. I had a kid, so peed my pants. And second, I use like medical gloves, like when I'm dealing with the squash bugs and things like that. So they're thin and I can still get in there instead of gardening gloves, but I don't like touching them. The caterpillars that I had to get off of my cabbage plants, they're like squishy. It was nasty, nasty. But I just dump them in a cup and it's over with. Spiders, I don't do. Homesteading on the home front, I watch Roots and Refuge too, and Emma Gardner. She wanted to know some other gardener people.
Rusty Gardner.
Yeah, Gary at the Rusted Garden.
Callie Kim.
And
of course, Garden Answer.
Garden Answer.
She's
is
my fave.
Yeah, Super Tunia. We love her. Lee wanted to know how old are your white hydrangeas? Ones up front.
7 years, I think.
7 years old. Kippy, how difficult is it to cut up the thrift store sweater? And we already answered that. April, Quilter's Cottage. What color did you use for the windows and what cloth are you stitching it on?
Coffee tea dyed light gray. I'll answer that when I take it out to show.
We don't know from here. Michelle, do you have a favorite pest treatment? I've tried using diatomaceous earth for a lot of the...
That didn't work for me when I had those squash bugs a couple of years ago.
Yeah, squash bugs are a different breed. So
they look like prehistoric animals. They're so gross.
They say to just succession plant your squash because it's inevitable that you'll get the squash borers.
But I never used to have them until like 2 years ago.
A lot of people say yellow squash is what gets them.
Oh.
Okay, next. Debbie, can you recommend a needle? I think you said Pat Carson.
Right.
Favorite
26.
needles. Pat Carson.
They have a bigger eye to them, and they're smooth, and they're the best needles ever.
They don't make my fingers break
and
out.
You left yours here, so they're right over there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not opened.
Stuck them in my bag.
Marla, do you have a mosquito service, Priscilla? Who do you use? True Green?
Yep.
True Green. I don't have one. I have chickens, so I try to use natural stuff, and it sucks because we get eaten alive, and
I don't want any West Nile.
yeah,
so.
no. Mia, how do you plan to finish Santa's Village when you're done? I actually, when I first started stitching and I first decided I was going to do that, I found a frame the same size as Mom's at a thrift store, and that's what we'll be done with it. Jordan, do you name your chickens and ducks? Yes, they all have, I'll say they're vintage names, like Gertrude and Marigold. My ducks are stupid right now, so they don't have names. They won't just do what they're told to do, and it's aggravating. They are told to go to bed like at 10 o'clock at night. They want to stay out till midnight, so they make me chase them around. My neighbors probably think I'm an idiot. Linda, I'm out there like clapping at them to get them into the house. Linda, do you buy the pepper and melon plants or do you start them from seed? I started all of them from seed this year. This is the first time I'm growing melons. I don't know if it'll work. We'll see. We'll see. You bought pepper plants.
Oh, I did?
Starts. Yes, you bought the starts. Michelle, do you have a dedicated garden time? This is Michelle at the Striped Rose. Or spread it out throughout the day?
I try to get mine mostly done in the morning. It depends. Sometimes I'll walk out there I just like to go out there and look, and then I'll see crap that needs to be done, so I do it.
G-rated. Mama Metzger.
Like yesterday was the hottest day of the year, and she came over, and I'm in the garden just sweating.
Right, and she's like, oh, we're just going to put and I'm like, oh my God, it's a heat wave. We're not supposed to be outside.
No, but my tomatoes are finally looking like they're going to be tomatoes.
So she wanted to stake them up again. Mama Metzger, is your weed fabric under your garden beds too, or is it cut out so the roots can grow through? I know it's controversial. Mine's just all the way down. I didn't want to have to cut it out. I didn't want to have to deal with weeds. Right now, the only weeds that I'm having to deal with are the stupid helicopter things that flew off the tree, and they are growing little trees in the garden, and I just yank them out. So yes, it's controversial. My stuff is
But
growing.
you use that thinner stuff that probably will
Will
be broken
erode
down and use that thinner stuff that probably will be broken
erode
down in a
after
year
time,
or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
When we did her beds at her old house, we used cardboard in the bottom.
Yep, cardboard. Newspaper, cardboard, you can do that too.
Okay, so her previous finishes, we're still on the ornament kick. This is a Prairie Schooler from Santa Rides, and it goes on my Prairie Schooler tree.
And this was a one she finished last year. A viewer sent her the chart for this. This was like
one of my
unicorns. So thank you.
This is also another Prairie Schooler. I don't remember what book that one's from, but I've always loved that one.
And again, just the felt on the back to cover up where your corners meet.
Yeah, and lots of flocking.
And that finishes it. Yeah, the white stuff that you'll see on this is flocking. The tree that she puts these on is
This
flocked.
one was in a Just Cross Stitch ornament issue, and I forget who
I love this.
did that.
But
That's
wasn't it released
a
again?
foreign designer. Yes, I think you can get that. This is Heart and Hand. Do you remember what the name of that was? It came out last year. I love it though. I did change the colors. That's all on my blog.
What does it say? Because that would be the name of it.
Stockings hung, lights aglow. 'Tis the night of Christmas. Maybe night of Christmas. 'Tis the night of Christmas.
It's a heart and hand.
So that's my previous finishes. Then for finishes, Jolly July has been ruling my life. That one is
By Heart and Hand. And
Holly Jolly Holiday, I think. I didn't bring most of my charts in here. I don't know where they all are.
That's okay.
I think they're next to my chair. This is a Lizzie Kate.
What did you do with this?
Oh. So I showed this last week, I think, that I had added the white instead of 2 colors of green.
Yes.
But I mounted it on sticky board with batting underneath, and we do have a tutorial for the round finish either on our channel or Fat Quarter Shop's channel. And then I added a different plaid on the back on sticky board, and then I used a big ruffle around the outside edge, a buffalo check ribbon, and a rusty bell, right?
Yes.
And see, the rusty bell is not on the stitching. This one is from Tiny Tidings by Lizzie Kate. I also changed the colors because I wanted it buffalo checky. I cut a small wreath in half. I added 2 buffalo check bows with covered buttons in the middle, a Santa bell, and then a buffalo check ribbon to hang it on the tree. This is With Thy Needle and Thread. I might have that chart.
I like that ribbon.
I might not have that chart. So I did this in the round finish as well. Oh, there's my charts. And I did the same thing where I put plaid on the back. I added a rusty bell to the top. And this is also the round finish that we did with the Fat Quarter Shop. And then I added the big ruffle around it and a different plaid ribbon. And I stitched this one on a light green. I dyed it with the apple green Rit dye and then coffee tea dyed it. This is All Is Calm. And I did change the colors. I made it so it'll go on my chalkboard tree. And I changed a lot of the design too. There's a row of trees where there's like only a half a tree, and I couldn't wrap myself around that, so I just did 4 trees. I put the house in there and added some snowflakes that are Smyrna stitches.
She didn't feel like doing the other specialty stitches.
So I think it's super cute. And I added the red around the back and the big ruffle and some berries and a cover button and the buffalo check ribbon. Do I have one more? Yep. I don't think it's on there. This is, I brought this in case you forgot yours. This is from Heart and Hand. Also, it's in a, is it in that book?
Yes. This is Heart and Hand, and this is Christmas Cheer. There's 3 sets of these, Christmas Cheer 2, Christmas Cheer 3. This one is right here, so you can see she changed up some of the colors.
So I stitched this on a really dark dyed, tea coffee dyed. I added 2 ruffles around the back. I did a buffalo check bow and some flocked greenery. So those are my ornaments. I'm up to 11 finished ornaments right now for Jolly July, and today is the 20th. So I still have 9 days to finish.
20. All right, I had 2 finishes this week. In that same booklet, Christmas Cheer by Heart and Hand, I have Mary, and I have the Ho Ho Ho. And what'd you do for these?
So on this one, I mounted it on sticky board with the batting underneath. I added another sticky board with buffalo check behind it, some red berries, a black and white buffalo check bow, a wood snowflake, and then there's a buffalo check ribbon to hang it on the tree. This is so cute. I had to stitch that. This one, I made the board that it's on a lot bigger than so that I could add this up on the top. And this looks like almost like an ugly sweater, right?
Mm-hmm.
The ribbon. So, and then I added a Santa bell to that one. It's really cute. And these I put on my blog today so you can see the colors that she used, and all of the finishes are all on my blog.
I changed the colors because they were pinks and aquas, and I like reds and greens for Christmas. Okay.
All right, so you want to do your whips?
Yeah. We got a full table today.
Yes, a full dining room.
I did some more work on Red, White, and Moo. This is hands-on design and mom's collaboration. This is part of the Farmhouse Christmas series. I started working on Dairy Darlin. Of course, Dot has a cow in it.
I don't know what I did with all my farmhouse Christmas ornaments because I wanted to show some of those
I
today.
thought you were going to put them in a bucket under your bed.
Yeah, but I looked under my bed and I can't find those in the...
So not much to show there as far as
So maybe they're
progress.
down the basement in the bin.
I took them home and I put them on a tree in my house.
Mm-hmm.
That was, we already showed that. Then this is my progress for yesterday and most of the week. So I am behind. One night I didn't start a new project. I just worked on this one. So this is a Glitter House Village.
Glitter Village.
Sorry, Glitter
House
Village.
Is that the first house?
I'm looking.
And you're using the call for colors?
No. Glitter House 1.
You're not?
Oh, yes I am. Yes I am. Except for the glitter, I just chose a different color. I didn't use Team Biscuits like you. I used hazelnut.
Oh.
So that's that one. And then last night I started the next one. I'm not doing these on one big piece. I left enough room to cut in between. I just like working on a big piece of fabric. It works better with my hands. And for this, the one I started...
She left about 1.5 inches in between.
Yeah, that's enough. Is Glitter House 7. I like these. They're pretty colors, fun to stitch. And I have them in my chicken pen.
Oh, you forgot to show your other one. This one. I finished this week and
Oh,
you never showed it. You
okay.
stitched it last week.
This is Free by Heart and Hand. Merry Making Mini. Remember, it's small, but it's a finish.
So I mounted it on sticky board. I used a bigger piece again for the backing, and then I added a tied piece of ribbon on the bottom and that Lori Holt's vintage trim all around the outside edge. And this is for Cassius tree, so I didn't like foof it up. Yeah.
Because he's the boy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he won't like foof. Okay. That's my whips. Where are your
Are you
whips?
done with your whips?
I'm done with my whips.
Okay.
I had 2 finishes.
So for
I did.
I don't know how many I had.
I know you had a lot. I'm just saying that you guys say I never finish anything.
So for Jolly July, the day after, or the day of our last video, I started Prairie Schooler 2016, and I got that much done on him. I didn't have that much stitching time.
You're using called for colors. You're not changing them, right? You're using DMC?
Yes.
DMC for Prairie Schooler Santas always.
And then the next day for Jolly July was this jingle from Christmas Cheer, and I finished that. Okay, and then
She's reading out of her cross-stitch journal. That's why she keeps looking down.
this is Wee Santa from Heart in Hand. Is the chart inside of there? Oh no, it's right here. No, this is this one. You sure it's not in there?
Yeah.
Oh.
We Santa by Heart and Hand.
It's supposed to be like on red fabric and it's white. Okay. So I dyed this fabric with denim blue. I just did this on Sunday. Denim blue RIT dye. And then a coffee tea dyed it. And it is so pretty. So he's going to go on here.
Okay.
So that was on the 15th. So the 16th was the Lizzie Kate.
The Lizzie Kate one.
Oh, there it is. This one. I started it and finished it the next day. And then All Is Calm was the next day, and I finished that one. And then We Santa 2013 was my start on the 18th. And then yesterday, I started this, and this is going to be small. This is from the Prairie Schooler book, A Christmas Visit. I love all these ornaments. I don't know why I have not stitched them yet, but it'll be nice to add some little Prairie Schooler Santas to my big tree, to my tree with the bigger ones. And today I start Barbara Anna Through the Woods.
Ooh.
So then also I worked on, that's my Prairie Schooler stuff.
Quilter's Cottage.
Right.
All right, for the windows.
What did I do? Oh, I didn't do anything.
Wait, for the windows you used gray
I didn't stick color in the middle.
in the middle. So she used light gray, which is 2620 for the Orifloss, or 169
To
for
outline
DMC.
them. I
Right.
did not.
She didn't fill them in.
Okay, and then I got more of the middle quilt done. If you can show that up close. And then for Witchy Wednesday, I worked on this. This was one of my mania starts, and this will be my next Halloween finish. What is this? Bittersweet and Broomsticks. And did you see Brenda Gervais' new
Releases.
Mm-hmm.
The chicken pulling the wagon.
Holy moly. And Calvin in a huge size. And what was the other? Oh, a pumpkin head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I could not get those quick enough. So,
Okay.
yeah. So that's what I worked on this week.
I've enjoyed seeing all your progress on Jolly July.
Oh my gosh. It is so exciting to see so many people stitching with us. We love it.
I love
Absolutely
it.
love it. And for me, I feel so excited that I have all these ornaments ready to go for when I decorate my tree in November, because when I decorate, I usually don't have any Christmas finishes right then because
She's just started working on the Christmas.
right, because
things.
I just finished with Halloween.
Yep.
So now I have a bunch of ornaments and I'm very excited about it.
Take some of the pressure off.
But yes, this is what I'm using. I write everything down. Like I said, I've been writing all the colors down so that I can do my blog, and
The only thing she doesn't do is like track her time on it.
no, I don't have time to track my time.
She knows how long it takes her. Okay.
So we got, this is from Madonna too. We got a lot of gifts, and we have a lot of things to show you that's new at the Fat Quarter Shop. And in case you hadn't seen it, they're having a 20% off of all cross stitch charts at Fat Quarter Shop until Tuesday the 23rd.
Yes.
You have to use the code STITCH20. Is that right?
Yes.
STITCH20. So if you need any charts, head on over.
Yep.
Okay. Why don't you just move your stuff to the side so that you can come back and forth with the...
I know, I was just getting it. We got a thank you note.
Mm-hmm.
So this was from Deanna.
Thank you so much, Deanna.
Beautiful thank you note.
We're glad that you like your
giveaway that you
Yeah.
won. All right.
You're not doing that one?
I was doing this one first.
Okay.
This was from Madonna.
Yeah, that
Okay,
needs to
so
go in the down.
this is from Carol. A
Carol
beautiful
has
card.
an Etsy shop.
So Carol has an Etsy shop for what I'm about to show you. It's called Creative Carol Designs, but creative is spelled with a K. We'll link it below, don't worry. And then she sent us these 2 beautiful bags.
Look at the size of these. When she sent me a picture of these and said, I want to send them to you, I was like, oh, that's great. And then when they came, I was like, oh my gosh. So she showed them with like a cutting mat and things like that you could take for quilting. And there's vinyl on both sides.
Yeah, so it's 2 pieces. So this is, we'll say this is the back or the front. And then you have a zipper pouch right here, which also can carry stuff. So 2 sides.
And they have handles. So if you work on a big frame or you use a big Q-snap, these would be amazing for you.
And it's thick vinyl, so you don't have to worry about it wrinkling. Beautiful.
But we'll link
Carol,
her
thank
Etsy
you.
shop below and you can take a look at them.
All right.
So they would work for quilters and cross stitchers.
And you'll be able to see, here, I'll take it. I'm gonna put it with them. This one I do thank you notes. All right. Next up, we got from Fat Quarter.
No, let's not do that yet. That's like showing the stuff. Let's do all the rest of the
Oh,
gifts
that
in
was
the
small.
chair.
This.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, then this was from Beth.
Yes, and she made us. This one's yours. I already opened mine.
Ooh.
Aren't they cute?
These are adorable.
They're on
And
little
a piece of wood.
yeah. And they're
That is
spelled on the back.
adorable.
Right.
And this is cross-stitched in the middle.
They're very cute.
Oh, shaky hands. I didn't eat breakfast.
And then she sent us some charts. So this is the new Prairie Schooler Santa and Autumn House Trio. And she sent us a very nice card.
Thank you so much, Ruth. We appreciate it.
Beth.
Beth, sorry.
Beth.
Oh, Beth Ruth. Her last name is Ruth. I said it right. Whew.
This is adorable though. Thank you so much.
And it's gonna look. This could go in our tier trays. It's cute
right,
because it's
and
like
now we
pedestal.
decorate for bees.
Yeah. Thank you, Beth. All right.
We love getting handmade gifts. We love getting all these gifts. But
This is from Kathy. So sorry we kept these in the bags, but there's so much today with the 15 giveaways and whatnot. We wanted to keep everything straight.
But she made us a card. It's stitched.
Let me see. Oh. That part is stitched right there. That's beautiful. Thank you. And she sent us charts.
So there's a country cottage ornament, a little house ornament, heartstring samplery. I stitched this one last year. I love that.
Ooh.
Oh, I stitched that one last year too.
We all love that one. Spirits and Spells. Madame Chantilly. That one's very cute. More Chocolate Bunnies by Hands On Design.
So a lot of these will become giveaways.
Mary 2, Llama Lump. Ooh, this one I love. So somebody started stitching this one on one of the groups
I
I
love
felt.
that too.
And I have this already, and I need to pull it out and start it.
Away We Ride.
Ooh. Thank
Stony
you.
Creek. Yes, very nice. Thank you so much.
So these will be coming towards you guys. Not today, but shortly. Okay, next.
Put that card in there too.
Yes.
Thank you for stitching that little card. It's so cute.
Then this was from Terry. Terry sent us 3 of the Hands On Design Scary Apothecary. So coffin paint, cauldron cleaner, and bitter brew.
So we both have these, so these will definitely be a giveaway for you guys.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
And then last but not least, oh, touch my butt. Jody sent us
She sent us some finger covers for hot glue.
a
I
beautiful.
could have used these this morning doing her ornaments. Oh my gosh, I had so much glue on my fingers, I thought I was gonna die down there.
What a good way to go. Birds of a Feather and Heart in Hand.
The funny thing is, I've always wanted this chart and I've never bought it. So, nice that we have
That
it
is a very rare occurrence for Priscilla. She wants a chart, she gets it.
All right, put them back in the container, and then give us LaDonna's box.
And then from LaDonna.
Okay, LaDonna sent a really nice thing for our giveaway that we'll tell you about later.
Yes.
And then she made a bunch of these sets that 3 of these will be giveaways. There's like scissor fobs and needle minders, right, and floss keepers. So they're so nice. LaDonna does beautiful things. Sampling of memories.
Yes, she is sampling of memories, and she's also hosting our retreat that we're going to be at in April of 2020.
And she sent a bucket too for the bucket brigade, so we have a few.
Bucket brigade.
And then everything was wrapped in this pretty
Beautiful
plaid ribbon, and I had to take it apart so that I felt bad. But anyway.
We had to take a slight break. All right, so now we want to show you new stuff from Fat Quarter Shop.
Oh, she just knocked the table.
Yeah.
Monaco in white. Woohoo!
Monaco, Monaco, Monaco.
Amazing to dye.
Mary 1. This is a Plum Street Samplers. You've stitched that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then this is Mary 2.
2.
Another Plum Street Sampler. And
You already showed that one.
Mary 1.
Yes. They send things for us to give to you guys.
And then Christmas Favorites.
Mm-hmm. And I don't have that.
This is a Prairie Schooler.
So I'm so excited to have these.
This is, oh my goodness.
Yes.
So this is Baker's Twine.
I used that on one of my ornaments.
Somewhere.
Maybe up there.
Okay.
No?
No. And right here,
I used it to tie on the bell.
the bell.
Mm-hmm.
And oh god. So this is
This is by Moda.
licorice Moda mix. Oh my god. This is like right up your alley.
Mm-hmm. So if you like black with your Christmas fabrics, look at all these. Look at those snowflakes.
I love this.
Mm-hmm.
That, oh. This is very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that good at showing.
Ooh.
So we'll link it.
Yeah.
This was folded
Awesome.
neatly. Now it is not. Okay, next.
Oh, wonderful finishing fabric.
Now, if you've been watching us, we tried new fabric. We tried stitching on the whitewashed fabric flare. So now they have different colors of it. So this is wood color.
And this is red barnwood. I have to find something to stitch on this.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Stay tuned because these are in the giveaway.
Then we've got what I showed last week, Land of the Free, Home of the Brave. These are Merry Making Minis
Love them.
by Heart and Hand.
So cute.
We've got, this is called the Stitcher Palette, and it's a Weeks Dye Works floss
Yes, they're
pack.
selling floss packs now.
It's called Vintage.
And they also have
They have
spring
Spring.
and neutral.
Where's Neutral? Can't get.
And we'll also link these below.
And these are all Weeks Dye Works. Then we got some Eat, Sleep, Stitch, Repeat. This is Lori Holt's newest design.
Mm-hmm.
This looks big in the picture, but it is a little bit smaller design, and it goes super quick. I think Kimberly stitched that in like a day. I mean,
Yeah.
super quick. Then these are Easy Grip ball tip needles. So if you remember, I love these as well. These are the needles that have a little ball point at the tip of it, and I love them. They're called Easy Guide. So these are size 26 as well. And then the Halloween edition of Just Cross Stitch. Tons of cute things to do for ornaments. Love it.
I haven't looked through that yet.
This is the Autumn Floss Pack by Weeks Dye Works. And then another bright floss pack. And this is one of my favorite things. This is Lori Holt's Farm Girl Vintage. And this is her tin mug.
Also, stay tuned for the giveaways if you're not a person that cross stitches, because we have quilting items and we actually have one giveaway that's not even, you don't have to be a crafter, because I know that we have some people that watch our channel that aren't cross stitchers or quilters. So,
like our husbands? Or...
no, like remember Auntie Cuckoo? She does do crafts, but she doesn't stitch. But she said she watches our channel every week after she saw the home tour. So
thank you, Fat Quarter. All of this stuff I'll link below. Okay.
And a lot of it's coming your way in future giveaways. So
a lot of it. Stay tuned. All right. So for last week's giveaway, we had 4 giveaways. We loved hearing about all of your pets. That is a question that I love asking because I love talking about all my pets.
Did anybody have a monkey?
No, nobody. If you haven't been following us for very long, Mom had a monkey named Gary. A monkey, an actual monkey. That is why Cash has a monkey blanket, because we called it his Gary blanket. And he fell off that blanket. He liked a different blanket, and now he's back on the monkey blanket. Anyways, we had 4 giveaways. Thank you so much for answering the questions. We appreciate it. Playing along with us each week. So by the Shepherd's Needle, they're in Little Rock, and they supplied us with a bunch of these, but 2 of them were given away last week. These are the sled kits by Sue Hillis, and they paint the sleds beautiful, and then you do it on perforated paper.
Okay.
You see? Okay.
No, I was just wondering if we had the 2 different ones, because the backs look the same.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my gosh, did we do 2 of the same instead of 2 different ones?
We did 2 of the same.
No, we didn't. Did we?
Yeah. 2 of the same.
Oh.
It's going to 2 different people.
No, but I was reading some of the comments, and some people said monsters, so we didn't do. We'll have one monster, one.
Okay, yeah. 2 sleds. So the first Halloween sled goes to,
hard to get good help.
Stitching in the Barn. So congratulations. If you haven't heard this spiel before, our email address is listed in the description box below. Email us your physical address telling us which giveaway you won. So Stitching in the Barn, you won a witch hat.
And please include your YouTube name with your real name, so that we can figure this out.
Yes, so Stitching in the Barn, since you have a, what's it called, a pseudonym or something? A name, just give us your real name. Okay, and then we will get back to you within a day. If you haven't received something in a day, then our Gmail is
messed up,
and then
do it again.
You're not bothering us. Okay, end of spiel. You have 7 days.
Right, and everything previous to this is
mailed out.
Yeah, gone.
So if you're still waiting on something, let us know. All right, the next sled is going to be the Monster Sled, and the winner for that is Magpie Stitcher. So congratulations. Thank you so much, Shepherd's Needle, for supplying those. So many people were so excited to win them. And a lot of you, that is your LNS, so you were super excited to see that mentioned. All right, next up, we have some Rons. So you're winning Ronnie, which is a needle minder from Fat Quarter, and Heart and Hand Wee Santa. This is the 2018 one.
And these are courtesy of Fat Quarter Shop.
I'm stitching this one for July.
Too, but mine is from my Mania.
Mania. You're doing Mania. So there was 2 of these. So the first one goes to Karen Bryan. So congratulations. And then the next one goes to Julie Okerson. Congratulations.
Did you see all the people spelling Ronnie's name like you guys?
Ron. R-O-A-N. Yeah. Okay. My spiel. Email address is listed below. Tell us what you won.
All right, pause the video, go get yourself a piece of paper and pencil, because you're going to have to write this stuff down to enter this giveaway.
Like we did with our 10 giveaways for 10,000 subscribers, we're going to do numbers. So you're going to have to answer the question, as always, but you're also going to then write the number of the giveaway that you're interested in winning. You can always write all. We just don't want you to get something that you're not going to use. So if you're not going to use it, don't apply for it. Okay, but
you need to put down every single number, though, so that we can pick the winners.
Yes. Okay.
You might say all, but you still need to put all the numbers.
To put the numbers so we can put it into our feed, and then it searches for that. Anyways. All right, so the first giveaway we have.
I've written all this down and put them in numerical order, so hopefully...
We're going to keep them in order, so this might go a little bit slower than usual. We're keeping the baby occupied. All right, so the first giveaway is going to be from Fat Quarter Shop, and this is the Harvest Chock Full Kit from Fat Quarter.
So you get the whole kit, but you're not getting, this is their chock full club.
Yes.
But you're only getting the one, not the whole year. Yeah.
All right, so you're getting the pattern. You're getting 14 count witch chalkboard Ada, classic colorworks, the 4 classic colorworks, and a 10-yard skein of the chalk. So you're getting everything you need to stitch this except for a needle and scissors. Okay, so this is number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is the same thing. So 1 and 2 are the same.
Mm-hmm.
So same as that.
So there's 2 Harvest Chock Full, my collaboration with Hands On Design.
Number 3 is a
28 count.
Yep, I was looking for the size.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's large.
What about, is that it?
Yep, 18 by 27 whitewash board, 28 count linen. This is that fabric flare that we love.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3. Number 4 is the same thing.
Barn Red.
Barn Red. It's a 28 count, 18 by 27 inch fabric. Thank you, Fat Quarter. Number 5. Number 5. Keep me going here.
Wood.
Wood. 28 count, 18 by 27 inch. Number 6 is going to be Country Cottage Needleworks My Country Cross Stitch Kit. So you are going to get the chart by Country Cottage Needleworks. You're going to get the lamb's wool fabric, and this cute metal container contains the
floss.
DMC floss that you will need to stitch it up, courtesy of Fat Quarter Shop. That was number 6. Number 7 is stitching with
I have my bag right here. You don't have to take that out.
Stitching with the Housewives bag.
And
So
a
it's our
rounding needle minder.
Canvas
bag?
Yep, to use for your whips and snacks. And you will be getting a Ronnie needle minder with that. Ron.
And don't forget those are available at the Fat Quarter Shop. And the buttons are made by just another button company, and then Fat Quarter Shop makes them into needle minders. And that packaging is so cute.
Number 7. Number 8 is the entire Farm Girl Vintage book. So this is a quilt book by Lori Holt, Fat Quarter Shop,
It's so
Farm Girl Vintage.
Mm-hmm.
That was number 8.
Are amazing to look at. Yeah.
Number 9 is the Vintage Christmas quilt book by Lori Holt, A Bee in My Bonnet.
And oh my gosh, the pictures in this one.
Mm-hmm. We love it.
Mm-hmm.
That was number 9. Number 10.
A set of 3 from Sampling of Memories, LaDonna.
So it comes with a floss keeper, a scissor fob, and then this is a needle minder. Or a chart holder if you put it on your outline. So a set of 3 from LaDonna, Sampling of Memories.
Little stitching sayings.
Yep. Number 11. This is the towels and apron. So Sweet Christmas, sorry.
Mm-hmm. A set of 3 towels and the apron. And these are also from Fat Quarter Shop. I'm keeping them in order.
That was number 11. Number 12 is going to be the Star Spangled Swine cross stitch kit. So you are going to get the chart, you're going to get the chalkboard black Ada, and then in this metal tin, you're going to get the DMC floss.
No, I think it's all the fancies. I think it's the fancy floss. It's like a $50 value. Mm-hmm.
And then that was number 12.
And this is also my collaboration with Hands On Design.
Absolutely. Number 13 is going to be the Lori Holt stitch cards
with the floss keepers, and a bag.
in a bag. Okay, so you're going to get Stitching is My Cardio. You're going to get the
DMC floss.
DMC floss you need to complete all of these stitch cards. And you're going to get a set of the floss flowers
To hold your floss.
and organizational kit. Okay. So that is, I'll put that all in there. That would make sense. So that was number 13. All right, and number 14 is going to be the same thing as number 13. So you're gonna get a set of stitch cards by Be My Bonnet, Lori Holt. The floss you need to stitch all 4 of those. A beekeeper, and stitching is my cardio bag.
Sorry, we got a little confused then.
I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but we're gonna edit as much as we can. All right.
Maybe you should go over everything one more time.
I will. Number 15 is going to be another set of sampling of memories. This is by LaDonna, and a needle minder, a floss keeper, and a scissor fob.
Sampling our memories.
And then number 16. So number 16 we are so grateful for. This is going to be your retreat registration fee will be paid. It's a value of $300 for the retreat put on by LaDonna in Warrenton, Virginia, April 24th through 26th in 2020. So she is going to pay for your registration fee, and then you are responsible for your hotel and your travel expenses, but she is paying the $300 registration fee for this. So one of you lucky winners is going to win your retreat registration fee. Super excited. Okay, so that's number 16. All right, so number 1, quick recap. Number 1, Harvest Chalkfull kit. Number 2, Harvest Chalkfull kit, so 2 of those. Number 3 is going to be the fabric flare, and that's whitewash. Number 4, barnwood fabric flare. Number 5 is wood fabric flare. Number 6, My Country cross stitch kit. Number 7, Stitching with the Housewives bag and Ron needle minder. Number 8 is the Farm Girl vintage quilt book. Number 9 is vintage Christmas quilt book. Number 10, a set of 3 scissor fob, needle minder, and floss by Sampling of Memories. Number 11, towels and the apron for, is it Sweet Christmas or Swell Christmas? Sweet Christmas.
Sorry, did I write the wrong thing?
Yep. 12 is Star-Spangled-Swine kit. Number 13 is the Lori Holt stitch cards, bags, and floss. That's for number 14 as well. Number 15 is going to be another one of those sets of
Sampling of Memories.
Stitching
accessories.
And number 16 is your retreat registration.
You still have to pay for your room, and
you're responsible for your room, your board,
your travel expenses.
Your travel. She's paying for the registration fee. Okay? Amazing. So thank you so much for the people who supplied giveaways so we're able to do this. We absolutely love being able to bring you these
and especially the fact
amazing
shop
things,
because
amazing
90% of it is
amazing things. So thank you so much. Amazing. All right, so, and the question you're going to answer, we've got 100, this is our 105th video, so there's got to be something that you remember in the videos that you will always attach to us. So let us know what your favorite memory has been with us. Like Priscilla's KitchenAid mixer, or the time she choked me on video. Just let us know.
Just let us know something fun.
What's been your favorite thing?
I don't know.
Oh, great. Don't put it on the spot. Well, you're obviously not winning any of the 16 things. So.
I wasn't going to apply.
She's got this fake YouTube name and just apply for the giveaways.
I need 16 things. Anyway, so you need to be a subscriber.
Yes.
You need to like the video, and you need to comment on the bottom of the video. Not on Facebook.
That's the mom and her. Listen, this is what you need to do.
Not in an email. Not on my blog. Nowhere else but on the bottom of this video. And you get there by scrolling past some videos underneath us that they're trying to advertise. Don't watch those until you comment. Go down there and comment. But like the video, be a subscriber, and tell your friends so that we can get to 20,000. Because you know that'll be fabulous. I mean, look at all this stuff.
Again, we want to reiterate how thankful we are for you joining us each week. We appreciate it so much, and I don't know, we're overwhelmed with gratitude for you guys, because this would not be possible if you didn't start watching us sitting at the dining room table under this chandelier that I've hit a million times. So we appreciate
Rocking
it.
Like a
Seattle salute. Okay. I think that's all we've got today. So we showed you our whips, our haul, our finishes, our previous finishes. We went through the 47 giveaways, 20% off at Fat Quarter Shop through Tuesday on Cross Stitch Charts.
Stitch 20 is the code.
Yeah. I'm going to link as much as possible. Sometimes we get cut off because of our character limit, so just bear with us.
And don't forget to still be showing us your selfies with your shirts and your bags, and even with Ron. Give us a
Ron.
selfie with Ron.
Oh my god. Where is Ron? I thought you were gonna wear her today.
She's over in the chair.
No, I'm talking about the pin. Oh, no mercy.
It was hard getting ready for this video. There was a lot.
Yeah, now we gotta go put all this away.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. We appreciate you, and we will see you next week. Bye.
No.
Oh, forgot. Sorry. If you get
No. Follow
Oh.
us on Instagram at Priscilla Blaine, at Chelsea356, Priscilla's2000 on Facebook, Priscilla's2000.blogspot.com, where you can see more of everything that we do. And then join our Stitching with the Housewives group. That's linked below too.
It is.
What else? Oh,
That's it.
did I say my blog?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then if you get your finishing inspiration from us, tag my blog. We'd love to see your projects, and we love seeing all the chalkfulls. There's a lot of them being stitched. I'm
We love
so
it.
excited.
In different
Right.
colors and different. Oh, we love it.
And don't forget to hashtag us pchalkfull. We'd love to see them. And I can remember what
Continue.
else.
Okay,
No, I can't
that's it. Now we can say bye. Okay, guys. Thank you. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.